Okay, I've got an exciting video today. It is my return to my roots. I'm going back to where I started my agricultural education way back in 1985. So back in 85, I went to Hartpury Agricultural College to do an NDA in agriculture, and the very first person I met there was a chap called Trevor Hicks. I met him in the car park as we were sort of registering, and believe it or not now, he's head of agriculture at Hartpury College. And if you don't know Hartpury College, it is agricultural college and university, and it teaches farming and stuff, but it's got a load of other things going on there. It's got equine, very big equine place, had a lot to do with the Olympics in the past. It's also got well, I'm not 100% sure of everything else that goes on there because I didn't have time to see it all. But you can look on the Hartpury website and see what other they've got. They're very big into sports, lots of other things. So look up the Hartpury website. I'll put a link here and you can have a look. Anyway, back to the subject. Trev invited me up to see him and come and see the Hartpury campus. So I went up on a Friday afternoon. I met quite a few students. I had a look at the machinery, I had a look at the cows, I went to the Ag Tech Centre. So I actually had a really fantastic time, and it was so lovely to go back to see it all. So what I've done, there was a lot of video. So what I've done is I've split it into a number of videos which I'm going to be putting out over the weeks to come. So you're going to see it probably in about 4 parts, and I think I'll put one up every Friday. So this is part 1. The first bit when I got there, and you can see me sitting on an auto steer tractor, which is quite a new experience. So sit back and enjoy this. Hartpury College behind the scenes with me and my mate Trev. Cheers. Right, I've just had a little drive up through Gloucester. Look, happy memories coming through there, and seeing the city how it's changed over the years. I remember driving through there in a Mark 1 Fiesta past fields of orchards, which are now housing estates. I'm at Hartpury. That has changed massively as well, and on my left now is the equine, which that wasn't even there when I was at Hartpury. We're going up to the Ag Centre at Home Farm. I'm going to find my mate Trev. We'll have a look. We'll catch up when we're there. There we go, Hartpury University. And right, I'm here. Everywhere I look, it's so different. I'm just looking around. The rugby was over there, the home ground. There's students up there. I can see students. It's like, and here's the main man himself. Here is Trev, looking very smart. But I'm going to have a chat with him, and then we'll see what we're up to. Right, I've captured Trev. He is behind me. We've known each other a long time, but I've never interviewed him on camera. So I'm going to ask him some questions about Hartpury while we're here. So right, Trev, how are you doing, mate?
It's a bit different in our day, isn't it? You notice a difference?
Well, massive difference. I mean, I'm looking at all these buildings, this building behind you, and also you've got a big difference in the landscape with things going on as I drove up the drive. So you're now head of agriculture, aren't you?
I'm head of our ag department.
How did that happen?
I know.
But seriously though, I mean, you've got a lot of things going on here. What sort of scope as a student got here? What do you do? And
yeah, if we go back to our days,
yeah.
I think in our final year we had 75 students.
That's right.
We'll be topping 320 full-timers.
Wow.
Now in ag department. Yeah. And then a difference again from our day, it was just ag, wasn't it? There was a 1-year course.
That's
and
right.
We did the 3-year course, which is still going here, still going strong. That's our biggest sort of cohort. But what's added on to that is we've got farm mech, we've got gamekeeping, we've badged as countryside management, but it's gamekeeping. We've got engineering as well, we've got apprenticeships, so you can come here day release, level 2, level 3. So that's really where it's taken off. And that our old course, because we just had a look at a class, didn't we, on the website? There was a target this year, we just missed it, but there was 75 in our last year, and I was hoping I've got 71 in just 1 year.
Wow.
That's so from a whole college being 75 students in 1988.
Wow,
We've
yeah.
now got 71 on one
Just
course.
one course. And is agriculture still really popular then? Because you think with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reduced
yeah.
amount
Yeah,
of farms there are, there's still a lot of people really keen.
Yeah, I think we're on a rich vein. There's popularity being Hartbury, and
Yeah.
our reputation is good, but that's perhaps for others to say.
Yeah.
But careers mornings are sort of packed out.
And so your farm here, what are you covering here? You've got a dairy unit, haven't you? What else do you...
Yeah, we'll take you up and have a look at the dairy unit, but we've got Holstein Friesians, we've got those block calving in there from sort of, end of July, August through the beginning of September. We've got Guernseys that have come in, pedigree
Right.
Guernseys, up
Oh,
to
wow.
75 of those. That gives us a spring calving option. That's new. We'll see when we get up there. We've farm successfully got the contract with Marks and Spencers, so these guys on their duties, and we still do
Yeah.
duties from
Yeah,
our day.
yeah. So
Are
people
working
get
at that
hands-on
level.
farm work.
Sheep, we rear all
Yeah.
the heifers through ourselves,
Right.
and then beef calves as well. So we still got all.
And
that
there's some
going.
arable as well for people
Still
to...
arable, yeah.
So people get a broad education in all aspects of farming then, really, don't they?
Yeah, that's what we try to do.
Well,
We-
that's
we,
fantastic.
we sort of on my careers blurb is we're the start of these guys' careers. Some
Yeah.
will change their mind.
And we're nearing the end of it.
Yeah,
No, we're not at the end of it. We've got years to go. Me and Trev have got years in this. So Trev, you're going to take us to see some young students, I believe.
I'll show you around.
So are these students that have been here for a couple of years, or are they
These
first
are
year
all
students?
first-year students.
First-year students.
Yeah.
And what age would they be? 17, 18?
We take them at 16, so
Right.
again we had to do pre-college year.
Yeah,
and
we
I know you
did.
were talking about
We
YTS,
did.
and I think you went to
That's right.
college
at
with one of the
YTS.
dads.
That's
that
right.
We're going to see.
There's someone here whose son is here. I was at YTS with his dad. So they can go. They don't need to do a year before.
No,
they-
we take them straight from school
Okay.
now. So
Why is
16.
that? Is that just an easier option? Harder to get
I'm not
placements?
sure really. What that decision would have been made sort of the late sort of mid 1990s
Right.
really, but after
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's
probably a funding decision.
probably one of the best decisions of my life was to go to Hartbury, I think, and I'm sure these kids think the same. You'd agree it was one of the best
It's the
decisions.
best. It's the best. I would tell them
Yeah.
now. It's the best times of their lives
It
to
is.
grow up. I mean, you can
100%.
if you just I don't know how good your Zoom is, but there's
It's
our
very
top,
good.
There's our top floor.
I stayed in my old bedroom is that one over to the next to the shower block, just there, I think.
And we lived out of each other's pockets.
We
So,
did.
You know, all the
What a fantastic
trials
life.
and tribulations that you have for 16 to 19-year-olds. We shared that together. So
You nailed that, Trev.
we're
I mean,
either
what a life.
godparents or we're best men or
Yeah.
whatever matrons of honour is it? What did the girls have?
Oh, well, you might have been one of those.
I would make that one.
Honestly, Trevor's spoken very true words. I can't emphasise enough. It's not just about the education in agriculture that you're doing at a college like this. It's the life experience of getting away from home, maybe getting away from the farm. It might be the only time in your life that you actually leave the farm, because you might end up, if you're a farmer's son, you might end up back there for the rest of your life working. So the opportunity to go away to college is, well, I can't knock it. It's just fantastic. Anyway, Trev,
We're going to get you on some decent kicks. I know you've been driving T7.
I drive rubbish stuff. I don't even have anything like that. What tractors have you got up here then, Trev?
We'll show you. We got John Deere, New Holland, Case.
Brilliant. I'll ask you more questions about that in a minute. College students, here we are. I think they're going to show me a thing or two on tractors in a minute, but I'm going to ask a few of them a few questions. Right, so I'm going to go around you. It's quite a lot. I know all about Trev, but I'm going to ask you, sir. So,
Hi.
where are you from and what's your background?
So I'm from Worcester, but my family are originally from Devon,
Yeah.
and they used to farm down there, and then my parents moved back up, and so then I work on a 400 dairy farm just outside Worcester.
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
And so what made you come to Hartbury?
So I felt like farming was something I always wanted to do. So I just read your book when I was younger.
Oh,
and
right, yeah.
I thought, oh, I really like this, really want
Yeah.
to do this. And Hartbury seemed like the only good place to come and do practice farming, so I decided to come here.
Fantastic. Right, I'll be back to see you in a minute. And you, sir, I spoke to you earlier. You got a bit of my pink silage wrap,
Yes,
haven't
I
you?
do actually.
You got those off the bales, what, 3 or 4 years ago?
Probably.
There you go, collector's item. How about that? Well done.
Yeah.
So what's your background and where and why are you here?
My grandfather was a farmer back in the day, but unfortunately my parents didn't want to carry on the tradition.
Yeah.
So I'm basically here to carry on that tradition because since from a very young age I've had a very big, liking of tractors and farming and what the interests are. So, yeah.
So are you enjoying your time? How long have you been here? When did you start?
It's
September,
like
was it?
September, yeah.
So you haven't been here that long. Are you enjoying it?
Definitely, yeah. It's been a blast so
Brilliant.
far. So, yeah.
It's good to hear. Right. I know your dad.
Yeah.
So your dad and me, when we were 16, did YTS together, which is fun. And he came round the other day to see me actually.
did, yeah.
And I can't believe you're here now. And look how tall you are.
The next generation.
It's fantastic. You must be taller than your dad, aren't
Oh
you?
yeah.
Wow. So did you get the inspiration for agriculture from your father?
Oh,
or
yeah, definitely.
was it?
Yeah.
So-
That's just where it comes from.
Really?
Nowhere else.
So which bit of farming are you interested in?
These sorts
The
of bits.
tractors, the big tractors.
I like all of it, but yeah.
I think one of you's going to take me on that later, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to have a look at that. Right, okay, so the only lady here, I'm going to speak
Yeah.
to you now.
Yeah.
So, what's your name?
Izzy.
So, Izzy, and what's your interest and where are you from? What's your background? Have you got interesting
So-
background in farming?
No, none at all. My
Right.
stepdad works at TH White's and that's about
Oh,
it.
okay.
But I'm based in Gloucester
Yeah.
and my boyfriend works on a farm and lives on a farm.
Yeah.
And I just from there got absolutely
Really?
interested in it, love it.
Yeah.
And I'm off in Cumbria next.
Are you?
Well, next year.
And what to do, a sort of gap
Sheep
year? or something?
farming.
Are you?
Yeah,
Wow,
absolutely love sheep.
fantastic.
So yeah, it's a great opportunity. And then-
Sheeping, as
yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson said.
Sheeping.
Sheeping. I'll
Love
tell
it.
you two tips about sheep. They like dying and they
Yeah.
like dying.
They like killing themselves. Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. So are you guys going to show me this amazing shiny tractor? Better,
He knows how to show.
you show me the shiny tractor.
Okay.
What would you like to see?
Well, you tell me, what are we going to do with it today? It's a big beast.
The auto steer setup ready for
Right.
you. So you're going to press the button.
Oh my God,
and
I'm
not
quite
touch the
scared
steering
about
wheel,
this.
And it will just drive you around.
Really?
Yeah.
Harry's going to be.
How much is this tractor worth, Trev?
110.
£110,000.
Take it home.
And I'm going to press the button and it's going to steer itself. You better lead on then, mate.
Right.
I mean, have you done all this before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did it go? Did you hit anything?
No, we didn't
did
hit
it.
anything,
We
but
did
scary.
It. We did
It's scary.
topping
Yeah.
in open fields.
Right, okay.
If you get in the seat, I'll show you what to
Yeah.
do.
Oh my God. I was driving a McCormick tractor a few hours earlier that didn't have any of this electronic gear, and now Ollie, you're gonna.
Can't get the key in.
Oh, well, that's at least it's got a key I can understand.
Yeah, no, the key's very simple.
Right. So what do we do now?
So turn it on,
Okay.
and then if you just adjust the steering wheel to
Okay. Hang on.
What you want
You
it.
might have to. Oh, you might have to do it for me if I'm.
there you are.
Okay. That looks
And so
nice.
The thing with this
What do I
tractor,
do
you
now?
don't
Ooh.
use the clutch. That's
Okay. What do I do?
you so put your foot on the brake.
Yeah. Brake's still in the same place as normal.
Yeah, or
Right.
clutch you can use either. And
Yeah.
come out of park into forwards. So you'll push it in and then
What, like that? Yeah.
you're now in.
Is that right?
Not that down.
It's very different from what I'm used
And
to.
if you come off the clutch so that
Oh,
it
okay.
will actually ask you to.
Oh, there's the
If
little
you get onto that blue line,
What do you mean if I get onto that
if you drive onto that blue line,
Okay.
it will then turn
Can I
white.
go?
Yeah, go.
Okay, am I still steering, am I?
Currently you're steering.
Hang on,
When
which way am I going? Am I not, the line's not going.
if you go that
Oh,
way
right.
more,
Okay. Right, so what does it do? Take over or
it
something?
will turn white, and I'll say just stop when it
Right, it's
after
turned
you
white.
Come off the clutch, come
So-
on the clutch,
Yeah.
and then press auto.
Press auto.
Yeah,
Okay, is that
And-
ready to go?
that should. If you
What,
go off the
so
clutch,
if I
now,
take
that
my-
should start. If you don't touch the steering wheel,
Yeah.
it should then take itself off.
I am slightly scared now that there's some rails in front of me. I'm taking it off. Oh my goodness. I'm taking it off, and this is weird. This is weird. I'm not touching anything, look. Right, we're resetting. We didn't have it quite calibrated right. We're back in. Auto track enabled, okay. Are we right, Ollie? Auto on.
Off track. Oh right. Just
Okay.
go back a bit.
Yeah.
Just not quite lined up.
Ah, right, okay. So is this a preset circuit you've created?
Yeah.
So why would this be useful then? Would this be useful for arable
Yeah, mainly
drilling and
arable
stuff?
when you're drilling. They do all the
Yeah.
drilling on the auto steer.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
It just allows with the lines.
So it allows the bloke to read the paper while he's drilling then,
Essentially,
really.
yeah. Right, this
Right.
might work now.
Are we off now? Are we off?
There we are.
Wow. Oh my god. So start. Oh yes, look, I can see.
And then if you just want to knock this one forward, as you please,
I-
it'll just take you up
I'm a
gear
bit
then.
scared to knock anything, Ollie, because I might literally knock something. So we are on auto steer.
You're not touching the wheel and it's moving itself.
This is unbelievable. I knew this. I obviously knew this stuff was out here, but I've never experienced it. I mean, I'm coming along here now, and I am looking at that fence, and at some point, this is going to take control.
It's just going to follow around.
Okay. And there it goes. Wow.
So it's when you're drilling, it's quite
Yeah.
good for sort of tram lines and fertilising. If you try and be as efficient as possible.
And I'm presuming you can preset this so that all your cultivations are lined up to
Yeah,
do it all
yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
The operator's in full control of how they want it
Yeah.
to be set up.
I mean, the worrying thing is I'm seeing this, and what's that?
And the path.
Oh, in
so
path.
it's going to go round and then I'll
Okay.
get back on and start again.
Right.
Just get it back on
Sharp
it.
curve ahead. I mean, the ability for you to come and learn all this stuff is
Yeah, so I never
not many
did any
farms
of
are
this
going to have
before.
this, are they?
No.
You know, and the fact is that you can go to an employer and say, "Oh yeah, I've done that,
Yeah.
and I've done that."
This
and-
is modern farming, which is what
Yeah.
we're, as the next generation of.
Well, you're the
farmers.
future, not me. I'm of the age where I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going to use that, but
Well-
I don't need to because I've got arable. But
Yeah.
the thing is, you were picking this out. What are you, Ollie?
16.
16. You're picking this up now. You've got a lot of future ahead of you to go
Yeah.
on with this tech, and this is what it will be, won't it?
I mean, nothing against when you were at college, but you didn't
Very
get to drive
different.
this sort
Oh,
of
God,
stuff.
no. Do you know where I was at college? I was driving 35 tractors.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
And we've
Nothing was like this.
got
Didn't
4 or 5
exist.
now.
Yeah. Here we go. Look, we're taking the bend, and we're not even. I'm doing nothing.
Did
Look.
nothing.
Doing nothing. Look at this, like wacky races.
That'd be a good idea.
Here we are.
Do I go round again?
Yeah, go on. We got it right now. Let's go round again, baby.
It will.
One more time.
One more time.
There we go.
Are you enjoying yourself though?
Yeah, it's really,
good?
it's brilliant to see it, and it's well. Do you know more than anything? It's better to meet someone like yourself and know that you know what you learn here.
Yeah,
So you started in September, yeah?
yeah. This is
And what aspects of you do you like the best so far?
I mean, I'm enjoying all of it because
Yeah.
I'm learning what I want to learn, if that makes sense. So I'm learning about cows and machines and crops, and it's all just interesting.
Are you residential or are you
No, I
you travelling
travel.
daily to get a
Yeah.
bus up? I mean, it's just phenomenal here, isn't it? The setup. Have you done any milking yet?
No, I got January. I got my duties.
So how does it work then? You go through the year and you'll do duties at a
Yeah,
certain
so
point in the
everyone
year.
has a week where they have
Right.
to do duties.
And can you choose what you do, or is it?
No, it's you don't choose. Some people get milking,
Right.
some get calf duties.
What would you rather do?
I don't know. I'm quite happy to be milking. To be
Milk
fair.
is early start though, isn't it?
3:55 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah.
You up for that?
Yeah, well, that's part of farming.
By
isn't
the
it?
end of the week, you won't be. You'll again. There we go. I remember farm duties. Everyone had to do them. You'd have a week on pigs and a week on calves and stuff. Pigs were the worst because they used to come home stinking, and you had lectures at 9 o'clock, and you'd be at lectures going, "Oh, I stink of cow."
Yeah, that can't have been very
Pig,
pleasant.
pig poo. No, it wasn't great. We are actually on where the pig unit was.
Oh,
is
right.
here. This spot here is exactly where the pigs have gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the summer, will you actually get to take part in some of the silage making and things like that, Jim?
I wouldn't know. Possibly not. I think we, sheeting up and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We do. But
Extra pair of hands.
yeah, or 30 of us.
Well, that won't take long, will
No.
it? Do you know what? I wish I had 30 people to come sheeting up for me.
But would you want 30 ag students to come sheeting up though?
Tell me something. What percentage of your week is spent actually doing practical stuff like this, and how much is in the classroom?
It's be about 4 or 5 hours a week
Yeah.
out here. And the
Okay.
rest in the classroom.
Right. Okay, so it's a bit of a mix, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but generally, I mean that changes sometimes.
Yeah.
But with it's some things you can't learn in the classroom. You just have to be out here.
That's totally
a couple
right.
Weeks ago we were
Yeah.
doing tail trimming,
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
not something you can be taught. You have to have a go and
Yeah.
do it yourself.
So what's the course you're doing? Is it an ND or an NC?
Level 3 extended certificate.
Right.
So I don't know what that is in.
Is that a 1-year course or
2-year course.
2-year course? Do you have a gap year or anything?
No.
But you.
So if you want to drive it yourself now,
Oh,
you
right.
can.
Okay.
So you're steering now.
Oh, now this is worse. Now I'm steering because I'm actually probably going to hit something. I might have turned the camera off and run over Trev. You won't forgive me for that. It's nice to drive a nice tractor. It's a clean tractor, doesn't smell of cow muck.
Well, it's very new.
Everyone complains about my tractors stinking of cow, well, being covered in cow muck.
Well, they're working machines, aren't they?
Yeah. So what's the guys over there doing? I can see them doing a bit of work.
They're all having a go on this sort of stuff, practicing a bit of reversing and.
Right, and you got a nice little tractor to try with
Yeah,
your
we got a
Massey.
range, which I think that's the idea. We got a range. We got a New Holland, small New Holland. That's,
It's good to
not
have a
really
bit of a. We better stop in a minute. We better stop here. But
Yeah, stop here and see what they're doing.
I'll just park up. Right, we're parked up. Can I get out now? Is that parked up? Where's the handbrake?
There's no handbrake. Handbrake's
it?
on. Handbrake's on here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It just shows how much from the Stone Age I am. Brilliant. Nice one. Okay, so that's part one of the Hartpury videos. Coming up in the rest of the videos in this series are going to be a few other interesting aspects of farming. So have a look. Here's a few little sneak peeks. You like that? Done a really good job. Archie Roberts, if you're watching, I'm 53 years old, mate, and I cannot weld like that. And how old's Archie?
Archie's 16.
Archie's 16. He's shown me what Archie, you're a legend. Well, for starters, you can tell I'm not a Manitou driver. So you can watch those in the next coming weeks every Friday. So stay tuned for more Hartpury videos. Crack on.